Hey y'all, this is Toya. You tuned in to Healthy Talks and Walks with Toya, where we are generational curse breakers that are growing in the uncomfortable. Hey y'all! So, if you are new to my channel, my name is Latoya Calhoun. I am a wife by faith. I'm a mother. I'm a transformational speaker and I am a life coach. And I also sell shirts like these that says generational curse breaker and growth is any uncomfortable. And you can get yours today at autumnfaithcollc.com. On this channel, I like to talk about things that I've learned on my journey to healing. And some of those things are faith based and other things are just practical things. And so today I would like to talk about something that's a little bit more faith based. And I want to name it Smoke and Mirrors. The invisible or unspoken on idols that we have just in church, right? And I don't mean like a physical church, but the church as the body as a whole. And so an idol is anything that we put in first place. An idol is whatever that we've basically things that we've put in first place that's not God, right? And so the reason I want to talk about those things because in this season of my life is I've been praying and asking God for capacity to receive my answered prayers, and He revealed to me that hey, you have capacity, but you haven't filled up doing so many things. One of the first things that God showed me, an idol that I had, was busyness. And I know you may say busyness. Well, first off, I do want to say as well, let me step just a tad back and say that anything can be an idol, for one. Anything can be an idol. And the thing of it is this, is not the thing in and of itself all the time. It's really our heart posture toward it. Right? So if this thing is something that you run to for comfort, if this thing or someone is something that it takes more of you than it takes of God, it may be an idol. And so I just would encourage you to kind of go to your Father in prayer the way I had to kind of deal with some of the idols that was in my life. Again, some of that was busyness, because for me, being busy, you know the little saying out here in the world, child, booked and busy, and all of that. And so I felt like being busy was a way of showing importance, right? My importance and my validation and worth and value is on the finished work on the cross. The same thing for you guys. If you name on Christ, your worth and value is already established, set, and sealed. And that's on the finished work on the cross, right? So being busy all the time and not having rest was definitely an idol for me. Another thing was working out. Not really working out, but I was going to this lady for nutrition to lose weight. And I can tell, like, when I went there, like, every time I went, if I didn't lose 1 pound, it was like starting to be very obsessive for me. And so I told her, I had actually just made a payment to her, and I texted her and said, hey, you know what? I can't come back because it's starting to feel like an idol. I'm feeling very driven. So I am a person that kind of struggles every now and then with striving to try to prove something, not necessarily to other people, but more so to myself sometimes. And God has already told me time and time again that He has proven me on the cross. Another thing I have heard people talk about often that has become idols for people, for ladies, is marriage. A lot of the times, because the way, you know, ever since you've been a young woman, right? Your value of being a good woman is on if you can get married and have a man. For some women, it's motherhood. I know for me, I do struggle with infertility issues. If you know me personally, you'll know my whole story about that. But anyways, with that being said, I was once a part of a group on Facebook, a support group, and some of the ladies who was in there was just saying, like, on Mother's Day, they feel so empty. They don't feel like they belong anymore, but all of these things. Becoming a mom for them had become an idol. Whereas for me, you know, I had already said, you know, I know that my worth is not just attached to that. My worth is, again, attached to what Christ has done. And so the thing of it is, anything good, and this is why I did the episode on, you know, knowing the difference between good things and God things. You know, in certain seasons, God allow us to do good things. Wanting to be a mom is a good thing, right? Because it does tell us to take dominion, multiply, and all of those things. However, when it becomes the chief thing of your life, and it takes more of you and not of God, then those things may be becoming idols and they're becoming little gods to you. Okay. Another thing, marriage. For me, I wanted to, like, not just marriage itself, but like I wanted to have a healthy marriage. I was just like, we need to do this. We need to do this. And child, I'm telling you, my husband was like, girl, please. Okay. So I literally had to really go to God and turn that over, my desire to have a healthy marriage. Again, a good thing, But the way it was taking more of me to strive and try to push and do all of these things and not let God do it was really, it was becoming an idol. Relationships, other relationships, friendships, jobs, certain amounts of money, all of these things become idols because when they start becoming more of your effort and not of God's grace has definitely been a thing. One thing a friend of mine told me today on my way to where I am, she was just like, you know what, I stopped worrying about the outcome. She was like, God told me to be more concerned about me being obedient and let him worry about the outcome. And I think if we allow ourselves to just be obedient to what it is that we're called to, if you're in pursuit of relationship or you're pursuing this and that, you do the necessary things like I did yesterday about making sure you're showing up authentic, that you're giving what it is that you're looking for. And guess what? Let God worry about the outcome of you getting those kind of people around you. Let God worry about the outcome and this and that. Because when you try to control the outcome, now that thing has become an idol because it's more about you making this happen than it is about the grace of God working through you. Okay, so this is Toya. I hope that this helped somebody because it truly has helped me. I had to take a lot of stuff off my calendar, y'all, because that business stuff had me bad. It had me in a chokehold for real, okay? So anyways, again, this is Toya. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share because it may bless somebody else. Peace.